Now let's come to PAYE. Remember, I gave you an example of PAYE earlier, that you have worked. Your employer is supposed to pay you your salary. Your employer has paid you your salary less taxes. So your employer has deducted tax from your salary. And they are supposed to remit that money to the Ghana Revenue Authority. Guess what? About 3,721 employers and directors withheld taxes from employees but failed to remit them to various tax offices. And the value for this infraction is 143.17 million Ghana cedis. Again, it goes back to what I keep asking, right? Why is this going on? You are supposed to pay your employees. You've paid them. And when you are paying them, you have deducted the tax, PAYE. And so you gave the net amount to the employee. The tax that you have deducted, what are you keeping it for? It's not yours. Remit it to the Ghana Revenue Authority. How hard is this discussion? And so it goes back to good corporate governance. It goes back to an entity having efficient, effective internal controls. It goes back to the work of auditors of many companies. Because these are things that auditors should be able to flag and let management know about. That, hey, you are withholding money, but when we check your tax returns, because tax is a key aspect of the audit, not only the income tax figure that comes in the P&L or the deferred tax figure that goes on the face of the statement of financial position, but issues about tax compliance. It's also something that the auditors are supposed to do. So does it mean auditors are failing us? To some extent, we can say yes. Because if the auditors are looking at tax compliance for these companies, then they will let them do the right job. And if they are not doing, can the auditor go and whistle blow, report these people to the GRA even before Auditor General comes in? So internal auditors, what are their functions? What are their duties in these ministries, departments, and agencies? Next, unpaid withholding taxes. Over 1,000 taxpayers defaulted. Some examples are given here, okay, which we'll get to in a moment. Then growth and sustainability levy. Now, this is a form of tax that is levied that companies are supposed to pay. Give me a sec because I want to see if I have my slide here on this one. So this levy is a special tax that is imposed, okay, that is imposed on corporate entities in Ghana to raise revenue for national development, economic growth, and fiscal sustainability of the economy. That is the growth and sustainability levy. Now, the payment is put into three major categories. Okay, so companies are structured into three major categories. Companies in category A pay 5% of their profit before tax into the as growth and sustainability levy. And companies in the category A include banks, financial institutions, insurance companies, telecom operators, oil marketing companies, and large breweries. These are in category A. 5% of their profit before tax goes straight into the growth and sustainability levy, or as growth and sustainability levy. 2, category B, 1% of gross production. These are mining companies as well as upstream petroleum and gas firm. 1% of their gross production. So how many ounces of gold that you produce for the period, how many barrels of oil you produce, gross production, 1% of that must go to the growth and sustainability levy. The category C refers to all other companies that are not in category A or category B, and they pay 2.5% of profit before tax into or as growth and sustainability levy. Now, the fun part is that there is no deduction for this. There is no exemption for this. And the payment has to be done at the end of each quarter. It's a quarterly thing, 31st March, 30th June, 30th September, and 31st December each year. So it is not the kind of expenditure that companies incur, and it will be allowable for tax purposes. Those of you in principles of taxation or advanced taxation, it is not an allowable expenditure. So you pay it, it's gone. You don't get relief for it. Unlike other expenses that you are going to be getting a relief for, this one, you get no relief for it at all at the end of the day. And so when it comes to growth and sustainability levy, infraction, about 813 companies bypass the required levies in direct contravention of the Growth and Sustainability Levy Act of 2023. They bypassed it. 813 companies. How much are we talking about? Just 8.3 million Ghana cedis. It's not that much. And I remember when this thing was introduced, many of the companies kicked against it because of the fact that especially the rates, right? So people were arguing about the rate. I mean, 5%, 1%, 2.5%. Companies were like 2.5% of my profit to growth and sustainability levy. Then I'll pay corporate tax again. Then I'm paying dividend to my shareholders. Then we have to also withhold tax on the dividend we are paying. Bro, that's too much. And the fun part is that this is not deductible. So I cannot write it off against my tax. But that is it. Just a little amount of money there. And so just some few companies that were cited here that we need to be mindful of. Again, as we mentioned, nothing in this video as we are discussing is an indication of guilt or any company committing anything. We are just expressing and talking about what is in the Auditor General's report as we indicated and as you can see in our disclaimer notes there. So for instance, Summer Oil Limited lifted 48 million liters of petroleum products between late 2024 and early 2025. There is about 84.24 million in unpaid duties on that. So you see that this is early 2024, late 2024, and early 2025. You get a place. So that's why I was telling you that many of the tax irregularities that we are talking about, it doesn't mean they all happened in 2025. Do you get it? Some of them are overlapping from previous years into where we are now. Then the transit vulnerability, about 208 transit transactions remain outstanding, well beyond the allowable 2 months legal window. Several delays reach up to 11 days. Okay. Other companies, Enclave Power Ghana Limited, Free Zone Company, failed to pay duties and taxes on local sales. Because remember, we said local sales will attract tax at 25%, about $19.4 million as per the Auditor General's thing. Then Gold Recovery Ghana Limited is a commodity withholding failure, and so failed to withhold taxes on gold and silver bar sales to the Ghana Gold Board. So failed to withhold taxes on gold and silver bar sales to Ghana Gold Board, $1.5 million. And so, it's on the part of the entity Gold Recovery Ghana Limited to withhold some taxes, right, on gold and silver bar sales to Ghana Gold Board, but they did not. That's also another amount of money that we could have received. Then we spoke about the government, the GRA, the ECOMS bypass earlier, compromising the digital integrity. Goods successfully exited ports despite possessing incomplete bill of entry. And so these are internal system failures. Okay, so this is not just administrative delay. It is an active circumvention of ECOMS digital gating protocols, allowing physical goods to leave state control without tax assessment. So who is supposed to do that? Who is supposed to ensure that things are done in the manner that they are expected to be done? Whose duty it is to ensure that all goods have bill of entry, and the right appropriate taxes are assessed. We have digitized system, but not working well, and people are bypassing it. So if you learned something from this video, remember to like, follow, subscribe, and share the video so that others can also see this. Most importantly, let me hear from you if there are any questions you have, or if you have any topic that you would want me to cover on the next episode, leave it in the comment section. I want to read from you. If you want to enroll as well in our courses to study under my mentorship for your ICA, ACCA, SEMA, or ICAG examination, you can head on to our website, NhyiraPremium.com, or download the Nhyira Premium mobile application on the Google Play Store or the App Store to complete your enrollment. You can also send us a message on WhatsApp or call us 050-114-9296. 050-114-9296. Complete your enrollment today to join our community. Let me hold your hand, provide you with the blueprint that you need with the team here. Let us assist you. This is our mission. This is what we do. This is what we are called for. And we have the resources, the skills, the expertise needed to help you to pass the examination. So visit our website, NhyiraPremium.com, to read more about us. Or better still, download the Nhyira Premium mobile application on the Google Play Store or the Apple App Store. You want to get personal? Hit us with a DM or send us a message on WhatsApp 050-114-9296. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.